Welcome back to part 2. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let's jump right into it. So for this video, we're just going to continue backtesting the week of May 12th through May 16th. So I'm going to just go over Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's trades. So in this one, I did backtest it already. I already have it marked up, and I'm just want to go through and explain why I marked up those trades and what the results was of those trades. Just following this same process right here, just identifying the structure in the 15-minute, waiting for a pro trend reversal, or taking an AMD model continuation after that reversal, after the price shows its hand basically. So I'm just going to go through and explain each of these trades, why I took them, and this is just to help me prepare and reflect on the previous week, and then call up my trades for this upcoming week in the Market Mentors Discord community. So if you guys want to see all of our analysis, our new positions, our winning trades, or just interact with us in general and learn how to trade and be profitable, then join the Market Mentors Discord community. The link is in the description, and I'll see you guys there. So then just getting to it, you can see here, this is the weekly results for this week. So 10 of 13, or 10 wins, 3 losses, 10 out of 13, with how I've just backtested everything. So let's go and see how that played out for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So looking at Wednesday, we have here, it's a little choppy at the first, or at least at face value at first, it looks a little choppy. But looking at it, we're just kind of play it by ear, looking at structure. So we have a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We have a higher low here, it's taken out. So we have a big bearish push right at the end of the day on Tuesday. So we see this low is pretty solid. It keeps and holds until all the way until end of the London session. Then it's finally broken, and then it finally price breaks back to the upside, breaking this high as well as this one, but this one's the one that really matters. So it breaks this high. We see it's okay, it's bullish momentum for now. So now it's within this range here between this high and this low. So right now we're just looking for buy continuations, or at least a buy reversal, then a buy continuation if it pulls back. So now we're seeing a pullback here, and it's during the New York session and nothing's happened yet. So let's go and see what happened in the 1 minute. So now in the 1 minute, all those wicks, this was one of those wicks here. It gave us a big wick rejection. You see that it gave us a reversal here, which started to switch direction, then gave us a valid continuation here with this AMD model here. It got a lot of accumulation of these candles, broke to the downside with a few wicks, and then it distributed up to the upside with a nice bullish push. Left an imbalance, and we entered in there, or at least we would have entered in there. And it would have been a valid loss. That's fine. You manage your risk properly, move on to the next trade. So then it pushes down again, gives another wick here, and go to the 15-minute again, show you guys the wick. And it gives another wick rejection here, and we can see that it's not really breaking to the downside, so that's why we're not looking for sells yet. So got a reversal based off of this big push, switches back to the uptrend structure. We can see 15 and 1 minute are starting to match with this going to bearish structure to bullish structure. Then it gives us a continuation after this reversal, so we see the accumulation with these candles here, breaks to the downside, manipulates that low here, distributes to the upside with a really good big bullish push candle. Then we got a little imbalance here, and you get tagged in with this candle here, and then it hits take profit. But within that, there's also one more trade that is another continuation basically. So we're seeing this third leg kind of form right here. See a little swing low here in this area, and a little bit of accumulation with these candles here. Then it sweeps below this one, and then it breaks to the upside with another bullish push. So in theory, price could have been, of course, continued to push bullish and just kept riding the momentum there. But taking this entry, it's a valid loss. It happens. You would have had 1 win and 2 losses that day, so it would have been a little bit of a break-even day. Maybe slight profit, but that's okay. It happens. Would have had 1 win and 2 losses. That's fine. Move on to the next day. At least for me personally, I only take 3 trades in a day, so just going with that rule would have been break-even day, and that's all fine. Move on to the next day. Then going on Thursday, so it's consolidated mostly for the whole last day, just trying to follow structure. So then it breaks out, manipulates all of this structure to the downside, then it switches back and reverses to the upside on the 15-minute. We see a break structure to the upside, breaks this high here. So at this point, we're just looking for buy continuations, or if we get a pullback, we're looking for a reversal, then an AMD model continuation. So all this bullish structure here, we get a clean reversal where it gives us price going from bearish to bullish here. So we get a higher high, higher low, higher high, breaks to the downside, switches to the bearish, forms a lot of internal structure. Then it finally reverses and breaks this high here with these candle bodies here. And you see it gives a clean reversal, then it goes up, gives us another opportunity to enter here where it kind of consolidates, manipulates here. So it just swept this accumulation, distributes to the upside, all these big bullish candles, left some imbalance for us to enter in at. And then we set our stop loss below this stop for this sweep of liquidity here of this low. And pretty large range trade, but it's valid to take. Barely any drawdown at all. Kind of just tags you in and then go straight to take profit. And we ride this up, and that was a valid win. But on the way, since this is kind of a larger range trade, you can see we have other opportunities here where price kind of goes back up. It's still very, very bullish on the 15-minute, just kind of straight bullish candles. Gives us a little bit of a hiccup here where price will, you can see this is this structure here. It turns back to bearish when it kind of starts trending back downwards, breaks this low, but then as soon as it breaks that low, it switches back and reverses bullish when it breaks this high again. And you can see it keeps pushing. It has a second kind of leg here for this bullish push. Then it forms this third one here, which isn't the cleanest on this broker at least, but it was a pretty clean liquidity sweep from this candle here. So it sweeps this liquidity here, distributes to the upside with this clean bullish push, gets very, very close to this trade's take profit. It doesn't actually hit take profit in this. It might look in this broker, but it didn't actually hit take profit here. It was a little below it, and it kind of reverses back down to tag us in for this trade, and then it hits take profit with both of these around at the same time. So Thursday was a very solid day. It would have been 3 straight wins for that day, or at least 2 for this one. I think I'd had 3 in real life, but 2 wins for that day, and then to take us on to Friday. So then for Friday, looking at Friday, we have, this is the 1 minute, let's go to the 15-minute to identify the structure. We see kind of a big push from London session, then it switches back down to bearish structure in pre-New York session, then it switches back to uptrend structure later on in the morning session of New York, where it breaks this high, and then we're just looking at continuations for, or at least buy continuations, because I don't think it's going to give us a pullback in this stage. So looking at these buys here, we got a continuation after it switches to bullish structure here. See a large range of accumulation, a lot of inside bars, pretty solid and easy to identify here. Sweeps to the downside, manipulates down, distributes up, and we see it kind of breaks this area. It does suck as with wicks. I think it was a little bit of candle body here. Okay, a little bit of candle body here, and then we enter in at this imbalance left between these 2 candles. So that would have been one entry. And then the next entry for that next continuation forms literally right during this, where we see a accumulation here between these candles, and then this low here. Got accumulation there. You sweep up below this low here again, and then distribute again with all these big bullish continuation candles, big pushes, and then it leaves more imbalance for us to enter in right there for this trade. And we take a continuation pretty shortly after this trade. So those would have been 2 really quick continuations to take right back to back with the bullish trend we're in currently. And then just following off of that bullish trend, it hasn't really reversed yet until you get to the halfway through this trade. Then you can see it switches to bearish structure here when it breaks this low. It has a lower high, then makes a new lower low, but then it switches back to forming bullish structure. So we see a lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, then we see a higher high. Finally, if you want to count this one or this one, it finally breaks, goes to the bullish structure. So then we look for another continuation of the AMD model, and we see it lightly right here with this accumulation between this candle and then this low and then these inside bars. It manipulates this low, sweeps to the downside, distributes to the upside, leaves some imbalance, and you can enter in right there. And that would have been a win as well right there. So almost no drawdown with that one. It's pretty good executed trade, and it let these 2 trades fully hit take profit. So it would have been 3 wins on Friday, and it would have been a pretty decent day considering how choppy it looked at the first part of the New York session with how this bearish structure then transitioned to bullish structure. So yeah, that was a pretty solid week here. In the backtesting results, we got 10 out of 13, or about a 77% win percentage. In real life, I think I was 8 for 11, maybe 8 for 10, but let's say 8 for 11. I was about 73% win percentage. So overall, I still had a really good week. Could have been a tad better, but I didn't really trade Friday. Yeah, I guess it just comes with the territory, so that's fine. Missed out on a win, but it happens. I still had a really profitable week, so it's all good. Let's just take this momentum on to next week and try to call all these good trades in Market Mentors Discord community. So just be sure to I'll wrap it up here. Just be sure to check out more content on the channel, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.